Because you know I'm all about that face. About that face. No texture. We are going to be doing a texture collage with faces. This can be a self portrait if you'd like. In fact, it would be really cool if you did a self portrait. However, I know not everyone likes to stare at their own face. I will ask you, if you're not going to do a picture of yourself, choose a celebrity. That said, the bulk of this lesson is going to remind you how to use layer styles. It's going to chiefly be about loading and saving selections, which is a huge thing on the Adobe test. So we've got this lovely picture of, I think, 2017 Basham drinking her rise up early in the morning. And I am going to go in. I can use a variety of my selection tools. My lasso tool, this is particularly useful if you're using the tablet. If you're not, quick selection is a good bet. And I'm going to start with the easiest part, which is the coffee cup. So I'm just going to select all of the white for that. I'm not on the correct layer. Make sure you're on the correct layer, friends. So I'm just going to grab all of that. And friendly reminder, you can change the tolerance of things like, well, not this tool, but the magic wand, which again selects by color. So if I don't want to come all the way out to there, if I'm well aware that I only want a certain amount of white, I can change the tolerance. Right now, when I use my magic wand, it will go 16 shades above where I click and below where I click. I actually don't want that much. So I'm going to go to 24, which is 12 and 12. And now notice it doesn't jump out quite as far. So I'm going to just come on in, come on and slam. Welcome to the jam. And I'm on my add selection button as I go through here. And I really want to get in and get those details close as possible. And I can, of course, use this in conjunction with my other selection tools. Minus out. I don't want any of my finger. So we're going to minus that out. Minus this out too. There we go. And super duper handy tool. I may have showed you this trick in IMP because it's so useful. We love it. We love it so much. We're going to save some of our selections so we don't have to do this every single time that we want to play with a coffee cup. So I'm going to go up to select. I'm going to go down to save selection. And I'm going to call this something specific so I remember it. So coffee cup white. Hit OK. Now, if I accidentally click off or hit Command D to deselect, oh no, I need to do all that again. Not so. I'm going to select, load selection. I'm going to choose coffee cup white, and boom, it's selected again. So I'm going to create a new layer above this, and you'll see I've already done this a couple times. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And I am going to put a new texture over top of it. So I'm just going to copy and paste. Command C. Back it up, Command V. Stretch it out because that's not big enough in the slightest. And you want to be working with nice, large image files, please, and thank you. Do not use tiny, tiny bits. You also don't want to select textures that are overly busy, like marbled paint, going to be too much contrast going on there. It's going to detract from what you're trying to build. But we'll get to that in a minute. So here's my lovely texture. My face is gone. Hooray. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go up to select, and I'm on a different layer, but it's not going to matter. Load selection, coffee cup white, and see where it says invert here? This is going to select everything except coffee cup white. So now everything except that is selected. I'm going to hit delete, and boom! Now I have a very interesting coffee cup. And I'm going to do that for each part of my picture. However, there's more to it than just selecting. You want to pay close attention to the values of your picture. So say I'm working on my face. You're going to work from large to small. If I'm working on my face, there are darker parts to it. There's shadows. There's the bags under my eyes because I'd be tired, yo. So I would probably start with just my head, like so, and work my way inward for the smaller bits. Man, I'm feeling the same kind of way this morning. I'm tired, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump down from my hair. And really, the devil is in the details, so make sure you're using a variety of those tools to get the exact shape you want. So I would probably start with just my head, plonk down a texture, and then focus on some of these areas with shadow, like under my neck, like right above my hair. Again, bags under my eyes. Let me show you what some of those look like. So if I go up to my face layer, there's my hairs. Here's my first face layer. Also, don't be like me. Name your layers. Be organized. It'll save you. There's my first face. And as I work my way in, I get more specific and I work with different shades. You can change the hue of your textures if that helps you. I haven't worked on the eyes yet because, quite frankly, I haven't found a way to make them look not creepy yet. Could probably add in my eyebrows to help some, but it's a work in progress. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the rest of my textures so you can see what I'm going for. You can do this with the background as well. In fact, I would encourage you to. My sweatshirt. Oh no, I forgot part of my hair. But this is what we're going to be going for. If you take a look at the frog page, you're going to go pretty detailed. The darker that you go, the smaller your shapes will probably be. Don't forget the little details like fingernails, things like that. I could go in and add the shine on the coffee cup. That is an important detail and things I'm going to be looking for from you. So if you have questions, come see me again. You're going to be using select, save selection. You'll notice if I hit load selection, I have so many here. Medium shadows. Make sure you're specific with your labels. Okay? Okay.